Oh, you gotta give it a Ric Flair.
Do what?
You gotta give it a Ric Flair.
It is the outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's captains for the Hall Owls are number 7, Lucas Simmons, number 42, Gage Davis, and number 44, Logan Kennedy. Captains for tonight for JMS is number 2, Jaron Smith, number 15, Levi Goins, number 14, Colton Baker, and number 5, Dalium Parker. I'm not bringing up that PDF every time I gotta do something. Because he wants me to do them now. Jacksboro will receive.
Yep.
And it looks like Jacksboro will receive. I'm supposed to do every first down. Is it a volunteer times touchdown or first down? I don't care. I'll give it to y'all.
Thank you.
I'll throw in an L.
We'll take whatever. Thank you.
I'll throw in an L. Charles every now and then.
Well, thank you.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. We're live.
All right, fans, we are live here at the Egg Bowl. This is Patrick Peebley. We're awaiting the arrival of Josh Griffin. Storied rivalry here between the Eagles and the Owls. And in the 2025 version, the Eagles are going to be receiving the opening kickoff. This game's very big. It has playoff implications. It has rivalry implications. It has very much pride implications tonight. They're going to line up to kick it. Looks like Evander DeMont will line up deep. And the rest of the Eagles will line up anticipating an onside kick. We are here at Al Rotella Stadium overlooking Pat Kerr Field on the campus of La Follette Middle School. Kick is in the air. DeMott has it. Evander DeMott. And he is, unless there is a flag on the play, this will be a return for a touchdown. Evander DeMott opens the game up with a touchdown on the opening kickoff.
Shows the clock 6 to Jacksboro on that volunteer times touchdown.
With the extra point pending, with only the opening kickoff, the Eagles now lead the Owls 6-0. Though they practice kicking from the tee, it looks like the Eagles will be going for 2. That is DeMott lined up in the backfield. Landon Wagner receives the extra point. So, with 7:39 remaining in the first quarter, the Eagles lead the Owls 8-0 to start the Egg Bowl. This is definitely not the start the Owls wanted, but DeMott is a dangerous runner, and he proved it right there. Want to thank the staff here at La Follette, Principal Piercy, for being very hospitable and allowing us to broadcast from their press box. The Eagles are now set to kick. Looks like Webster is set to kick for the Eagles. LaFollette also lined up in a very much anticipating an onside kick situation, which is fairly traditional with this Eagles team.
And there's the short onside kick. It is recovered by the Owls.
Bradley Cox recovers that kick for the Owls. Now the Owls will go on offense. The Eagles have a very large front line, anchored by Porter Bostic, big number 70.
It looks like the Owls will take possession of the ball at the 46-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 Owls. Quarterback going over some things with his line. Single set back. Quarterback under center. There's a fumble on the play. I think the Owls did recover that one, though. The Owls did indeed recover. So that will turn it into a 2nd, and we're going to call it 13.
It looks to be 2nd and 13 for the Owls.
Josh has indeed joined us here in the booth.
Hello, everybody.
And there's the snap. And the handoff. Number 42.
Gage Davis on the carry, but he
42 Gage Davis with the short run.
he did not gain much, and now it looks to be 3rd and 13. Josh, the Eagles opened this game with a return for a touchdown.
I heard it over the loudspeaker as I was coming in through the parking lot. Parking was absolutely atrocious. A lot of fans out here tonight.
Well, it is both the Egg Bowl and homecoming, so basically 2 of the biggest crowds you'll get for a game in one game. Right, the Owls look to be lined up in a diamond 4 wide out situation here. And there's a marker on the play.
Flag on the field.
Well, you just kind of felt that flag coming. There was a lot of confusion before the snap there.
Appears to be a delay of game.
There very much was. I've been to a couple of LaFollette games so far this year. That's the first time I've seen them line up in that particular formation. So it went from being 3rd and 13 to about 3rd and 18.
It is now 3rd and about 18 for the Owls. And there's the snap to number 7. He keeps as he runs towards the sideline, and he's taken down by the Eagles.
Really nice defensive play there by Jacksboro. They had guys all over him on the quarterback keeper and guys that were a lot smaller than that quarterback.
No, number 2, Jaron Davis, had a very good initial hit on him. And it's going to be, there's a marker on the play,
And it looks like there is a flag on the
but it was declined by LaFollette, which will bring up 4th down. Or declined by the Eagles, rather, which will bring up a 4th and long. They've not changed there they go. So an obvious punting situation. Dropping back for the Eagles is Max Sexton. You may recognize that last name as his brothers play for the high school. Punt does not go far, and it does not take a good bounce for the Owls. So the Eagles will be back 1st and 10.
And the Eagles will take over.
So, folks, if you're just joining us with 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the score is Jacksboro 8, La Follette 0.
I just texted you the rosters. All right, this is actually the Eagles' first offensive play, and they're going to line up in a trips formation. Wagner, number 4, is a very dangerous threat just because of his height.
And there's the pass to one.
Quarterback's going to hit a man in the flats. It's a screen pass, and he's got nothing but green grass between him and the end zone. All the way in for another Jacksboro touchdown.
Braxton McKendry on that carry, on that reception. He and DeMont split time at that running back position usually. So, pending the extra point, it is 14-0 right now. You did.
It won't work. All the buttons are.
Double twins formation for the Eagles. DeMont is your lone setback.
And there's the handoff. And the run up the middle is good.
Evander DeMont on the 2-point conversion. 5:34 remain in the first quarter, and the Eagles now lead the Owls 16-0.
0.
Jacksboro is very multiple with their weapons.
I did miss the opening kickoff, but it looks like Jacksboro in the early part of this quarter has been absolutely dominant on both sides of the ball.
There's a lot of experience on that Eagle team. I don't know how experienced this Owls team is. As the PA voice for the Eagles, I see this team every home game. And like I said, I know between McKendry, Wagner, and DeMont, and Sexton, they have a quadruple scoring threat. Webster will kick off for them. They did a bit of a squib kick-ish last time.
Back deep to receive for the Owls is Lucas Simmons. And there's a flag on the play as the opening kickoff rolls out of bounds.
That'll be a procedure penalty against the Eagles. So it'll give the Owls decent field position to begin this drive.
Pat, I've got a lot of unfond memories of this press box. It is brutal in the summer.
Well,
I caught a lot of Little League football from here, and
as you noticed from the last time, Josh,
feel
since you called from here, they've got an air conditioner.
the air conditioner's
You know,
working.
that's-
It's kind of nice. There's a pass. It's going to be caught. That's caught by Simmons.
Lucas Simmons, and he is taken down.
Simmons on the reception.
Of Jacksboro.
Host of Eagles on that tackle, and the Owls have a first down.
Volunteer times, first down.
I hear an owl chirping in the background. Or hooting, whatever owls do.
It's an owl hooting. It's literally an owl. If and when we get a first down or a touchdown, I play the hoot.
Man in motion now for La Follette. There's the snap. Looks like the snap's going to be fumbled, and it'll be second down for the Owls.
That is the second time that has happened to the Owls. Fortunately for the Owls, they recovered both times.
Recovered by the Owls.
So that's not how you want to follow up a good first down pass. They went right up the middle. But when you're going up there and Porter Bostic and Braxton McCarty clog that middle running lane, it is hard to get very far. So third, and we're going to call it 7 for the Owls. Man in motion.
It's a pitch out to the running back. He's looking for room around the end. A flag comes in from the backfield. He'll have enough for the first down. We'll see what the flag is.
I'm afraid for the Owls that will be a holding call, but I could be wrong.
It came in from the back, Judge. Holding on the Owls.
That's very frustrating as a ball carrier who just had a very good run to have that wiped off, have that basically wiped off the record by a penalty. And that's a spot foul, so it's gonna back it way up. It's a spot foul. So it's third and
Looks like about 23.
Yeah.
23.
23 for the Owls.
And they've lined up back in that diamond bunch formation on the opposite side of the field.
Going to go to the air. The screen pass there to Simmons.
The pass is good to number
Simmons
7,
looking for some space,
as he is pushed
but he's going to be
by the Eagles.
drugged down, not anywhere close to the first down marker. And I got to hand it to this Jacksboro defense, man. They are all over the ball carriers and the receivers as soon as they touch the ball.
This Egg Bowl rivalry is very, very much can get heated. And both of these teams came to play. Like I said, La Follett's had some good plays. Gage Davis had a great run.
And there's the punt.
It's going to take a Owls. Yeah, he took a knee down there, and the referee caught it. Took an Owls bounce. Pretty good punt there by La Follette.
That is Max Sexton that had his knee on the ground. I said, Sexton's brothers both played at Campbell County High School. In fact, his middle brother had a great JV game this week against West.
I don't know if you mentioned this already, Pat, but we got a couple of Volunteer Times broadcasters on each sideline. Coach Hayes, of course, the head coach at La Follette.
Correct.
And over here on the Jacksboro sideline,
my former tag team partner, Devin Jones.
Devin Jones.
Lot of representation here tonight.
Around the 33-yard line. There's the pass. Jacksboro looks.
Quarterback has all the time in the world. Wagner just could not haul that one in. Wagner has that advantage. I mean, he is clearly the tallest kid on this field. So kudos to that Owl defensive back who just tied him up and kept him from bringing that ball down for what would have been a first down.
Really nice pass from the Jacksboro quarterback. Hit him in the hands. Can't ask for much more than that as a receiver. Just unable to come up with it.
DeMott is in the backfield, and I very much...
Looks like they're going to go to the air again on the post route, and it's going to be dropped again.
Sexton also did not catch that one. In fact, if Jacksboro has had a weakness this year, is they have struggled to haul in the passes they need to haul in.
Two plays and two dropped passes for Jacksboro. Receivers caught a case of the butter claws.
So the play goes in. I would be very surprised if they don't hand it to DeMott right here and let him do his thing.
They are going to pass.
Or not.
And snap, and there is a flag on the play.
It's going to be a false start against Jacksboro.
Start against the Eagles.
So despite two strong scoring Well, kickoff return and drives. The Eagles are moving backwards right now.
I'm not 100% on the middle school football rules, but I don't think you can have a man in motion while you're snapping the ball.
You cannot.
That now moves the Eagles back to 3rd and 15. There's the high snap. 5.
Launches one. That one's going to be caught.
Sexton
he'll be
on
dropped.
that reception. And that will be an Eagle first down by Sexton.
6, Elijah Evans.
Evans on the tackle. I actually coached Evans' father on the East Tennessee Spartans semi-pro team.
It's now 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
We got a timeout.
Timeout Owls.
Timeout Owls.
We'll go to a quick commercial break,
For the Owls.
and we'll join you right back here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Jacksboro and La Follette Middle School football.
Hello guys, welcome to El Charro Mexican Grill here in La Follette, Tennessee.
This is our entrance for you. You see it by the hostess. This is our ice cream parlor. We have many different choices to choose from. We also have milkshakes and boba tea and many other desserts.
Folks, we're back here on the Volunteer Times as the Jacksboro Eagles step to the line of scrimmage. It's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Your score, Jacksboro 16, La Follette 0. Quarterback out of the shotgun. He's going to be looking for an option play, and he'll be met in the backfield and brought down by a host of Owls.
That did not work out well at all for the Eagles. Parkey, I'm the voice of the Eagles on the PA, and I've not seen them run that all year. It seems an odd choice to me. It's not what I was expecting.
It was number 35, Anthony Odell, with the final tackle that brought the quarterback down on that play. Al's doing a great job of getting into the backfield early on the handoffs. And I think that's probably why you've seen Jacksboro go into the air so often here early in the ball game.
Very, very good penetration by that Owls defensive line. And you control that line of scrimmage, you can do a lot. And as we've seen, Jacksboro's not exactly been hauling in the easy catches.
3rd and 16 now for Jacksboro. Quarterback's looking for a pass. He's got one. It's Evans. Evans got a lot of space. It doesn't look like it. Well, he might get caught. He is going to get caught by Simmons. Pushed out of bounds.
So Wagner's reception almost went for a touchdown, but Simmons, who's had a great night for the Owls, brought him down. Now we're at the mercy of the dreaded 50-yard line pole. This is a problem in both local press boxes, as I deal with it all the time at Jacksboro. And there was a marker on the play. This one is coming back.
Way back here on the field, and that run will be brought all the way back.
So that play has been negated. I'm going to assume it's holding just from its spot on the field. So it's going to make it about 3rd and 25. maybe more.
Really big hole for the Jacksboro Eagles to dig themselves out of
That
now.
is definitely not what the Eagles wanted. I'm honestly shocked they're not just going to let this clock run down and go into the quarter break. But
And the quarterback's looking for somebody. He's going deep downfield across the middle. That's caught. It is caught, and he's being chased. And he is going to be brought down before he gets to the end zone.
Braxton McKendry on that big reception.
Really nice pass there by the quarterback.
It looks like he was brought down by Roger Murray. I think that was a number 2.
It looks like he was brought down by number 2, Roger Murray.
These Owl uniforms are a little bit hard for me to read with the orange on gray. Not as much as the old dreaded Campbell County High School blue on gray ones. And that will end the first quarter with the Eagles leading the Owls 16-0 in the Egg Bowl.
We'll go to a quick word from our sponsors and join you back here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Campbell County Middle School football.
Hello guys, welcome to El Charro Mexican Grill here in La Follette, Tennessee.
This is our entrance for you. You see it by the hostess. This is our ice cream parlor. We have many different choices to choose from. We also have milkshakes and boba tea and many other desserts.
All right, folks, we are back as the Eagles now off of the big pass play, threatening in the red zone. 16-0 is your score. Jacksboro leads the La Follette Owls. Fresh 8 minutes up on the clock as we begin the second quarter. There's a handoff and a round tackle, and it looks like he's going to jog in untouched for
That is
another
Evander
Eagle
DeMott.
touchdown.
Eagles jog in.
DeMott is a special kind of speedster.
Score now. Eagles 22, Owls 0.
We are,
PAT attempt is coming up.
and they're going to go for 2, but again, Jacksboro was practicing the kick in the warm-ups. But Jacksboro also knows that if they get the 2-point conversion here, the next score,
Fires into the end zone on the slant route, and that's going to be caught. And the 2-point conversion is good. That'll make your score 24-0. Jacksboro leads the Owls.
0, the Eagles.
the trick is now, of course, there's a lot of time left still in the second quarter, but 30-0 at the half is the running clock.
So the La Follette Owls going to have to get something going on offense on this drive if they want to stay tight in this ball game. 7:53. It only took the Eagles 7 seconds to put another 8 on the board.
I would look to get the ball in Gage Davis's hands if I were the Owls. He had a really good run that was simply negated by an unfortunate holding penalty. I mean, kid's got power, and his speed ain't bad either.
And of course, it's never good to take a loss on your own homecoming. Pull it for the Owls to pull one out here. There's the kick. It's a short kick, and it's going to be fielded, and he'll drop straight to the turf. And so the Owls will have the ball on this offensive drive beginning at the 44-yard line.
That was Murray once again, whose name we called earlier. That was Murray that did receive the kickoff.
Three men in motion for the Owls. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it.
And he runs in for a couple of yards gain.
That was a great quarterback draw.
Looks like he's going to pick
second
up
and short.
7 on that.
So, again, good movement by the Owls. And the Owls definitely need to get some points on the board right here.
Same motion from the Owls. Looks like they're going to run the same play again. And it'll be sniffed out by the Eagles early on that one.
That was big Porter Bostic. One-on-one, it's not a battle you want to fight with Porter Bostic. He is a big, strong kid. His father was a great lineman at Campbell County High School.
It looks like it's going to back him up, too. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And it looks like it is 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Owls.
A little bit of confusion from the Owls on the shift. There's the snap. Simmons going to keep it, and he's looking for room on the sideline, fighting towards the sticks, and he's going to have it. First down to Owls.
Great shedding of that tackle.
No
So
laundry on the field.
Owls
It's a
get a
clean
first
play
down.
from La Follette. It'll be first down.
Chain crew is very slow to move the chains and haven't figured out that it's not. There we go. I say haven't figured out it's not 3rd down, but
And it is now 1st and 10 for the Owls.
Again with the early shift. Snap is on the ground. Quarterback picks it up and launches it. It's a wounded duck, but it's broken up by Jacksboro. And probably pretty lucky there that it didn't get picked off.
very lucky it didn't get picked off. The quarterback took a heck of a shot, too, on that one. So
Heads up play to pick it up and throw it. Probably not such a heads up play to throw it into that much traffic. Owls catch a break there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
quarterback gets the play from the sideline. Looks like Big Kennedy is lined up in the backfield.
Kennedy was lined up as a quarterback. As he gets the snap, he is taken down by Congress Eagles.
Again, big Porter Bostic in there. He is toweringly huge. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and about 8
That's a pretty interesting spot, I guess, forward progress there, and the Owls are going to pick up 2. Oh, he's flipping it back to second down. Now back to third down.
The chain crew has been a bit confused tonight, it seems.
Probably not going to be able to rely on them tonight. There's the toss. Tailback's mowing over some people. And finally enough people meet him at the line. He's hit and the ball falls to the turf.
Davis
Looking
had
for
a
a
good
signal
carry.
from the ref.
Looks like Sexton took him down. Probably going to bring up a fourth down for the Owls. I don't think it got
still
quite enough
Owls
for first
football.
down. First down yardage.
Good run by the Owls, but little yardage gain. Looks like it is 4th and 8 to go.
The Owls are going to go for it here.
Down 24. You gotta do everything you
You're
can to try to put
absolutely
some
correct.
points on the board.
Go for it.
Quarterback's looking. He's going to fire deep down the sideline, and it's going to be intercepted.
Braxton McKendry on the interception.
Down by number 7, Luca Simmons.
McKendry got it, and Simmons was able to take him down before he got much yardage.
Threw
But,
him
you know, that was
down
just
like
as
a
good as
rag
a punt.
doll. You could tell the frustration there from Simmons.
Once again, the dreaded 50-yard line pole is their nemesis.
The 50-yard line pole brought to you by El Charos.
And it looks like Jacksboro will take over on the 23. It's 1st and 10 to go for the Eagles.
And if the Owls are unable to get a stop here, it's just going to be ugly for the rest of the night. La Follette desperately needs a turnover. There's a pass out into the flats.
McKendry. on the
McKendry's
reception.
wide open down the sideline, and he's going to trot out around the 44-yard line. It'll be first down, Eagles. Really nice play call there by the Jacksboro OC.
Credit to Murray getting him out of bounds. Because had Murray not got him, he had nothing but space.
And there's the snap to number 5. And it looks like the quarterback keeps.
Oh, he's going to launch it.
He goes with the long throw.
It'll
Parkey-
fall incomplete.
Number 4. No good.
Parkey's pass falls incomplete. He threw that under a lot of pressure. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. 3:47 remain in the half. The Eagles looking to set it up for a running clock in the second half right here. The Owls really need a stop.
Pick six or a scoop and score would really shift momentum here for La Follette.
There's the handoff to the Eagles.
Tailback's going to
be
break
DeMont.
free. He's in a foot race.
They are not going to catch him.
Not a
Vander
great
DeMont.
angle, and he is into the end zone. Jacksboro Eagle touchdown. That'll make it 30-0 with a PAT attempt coming up, and I believe at 30 the mercy clock
30
rule goes into
in the
effect.
second half. Vander DeMont is hard to touch in a foot race.
So the Owls do have an opportunity on the next drive to try to kill the mercy clock before it becomes active in the second half. If they can score even 3 points.
And there's a look by Jacksboro.
And the PAT is incomplete. So 30-0 will be the score after the Jacksboro touchdown. 3:34 remaining in the second quarter. The score 30-0. Jacksboro leads. We'll go to a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll join you right back here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Campbell County Middle School football.
It's game time. When it comes to buying or selling a home, you need a team that knows how to call the right plays.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we're ready to tackle the market.
Our team will help you protect your investment and score big.
From kickoff to closing, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we know how to move the ball down the field.
And help you score your perfect real estate deal.
Go Cougars!
All right, folks, we're back as the Eagles now set to kick off to the Owls once again here in the second quarter. 3:34 remaining in the second quarter. 30-0 is your score, and it's an onside kick attempt, and it's not going to travel the 10 yards necessary.
Of course, the thought there is they can't score if they don't have the ball and guarantee of the mercy clock. But instead, the Owls are going to get great field position to start this drive.
Jacksboro coaching staff just trying to put the foot on the neck and keep applying pressure. But the Owls here with a chance to keep themselves out of the grasps of the mercy clock in the second half.
Oh, Porter Bostic came in untouched.
Somebody needs to check his birth certificate. That kid is massive.
He is. That he is a brutal lineman to have to face down. Now, at halftime, we're going to have both the Jacksboro dance team and the La Follette dance team, as well as the La Follette cheerleaders performing.
So now 2nd and 15 for the Owls. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to get drugged down in the backfield, down around the 42-yard line. Big loss.
Big sack. That is Colton Baker, number 14 for the Eagles, to basically make it about 3rd and 26 or more for the Owls. Whatever is a very long 3rd down. Like you almost got to get to the country club to get a first. There's a marker on the play.
Jacksboro players jumped.
So La Follette's going to get a little bit of that back on the Jacksboro offsides. So now it's only about 3rd and 20.
.142 remaining in the first half. One back in the backfield with the quarterback. He's looking. He's being chased. And he's going to go down at the 45-yard line. He'll have a loss of about 3 on that play. It'll be 4th and a mile now for the Owls.
That was Sieber that got him down. But Porter Bostic, coming from that other side, was bearing down on him.
And the Eagles now showing no mercy as they call for a timeout after the 4th down play. They want some time left on that clock after they get the ball back, and they're going to try to put another one in the end zone. That'll pretty much guarantee a victory for the Eagles if they can put another one in the end zone.
A running clock in middle school, I mean,
is a killer.
It's 8-minute quarters anyway. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast. La Follette actually has a band in the stands tonight.
They sound pretty good. I heard them coming in the gate. And it looks like La Follette is going to punt.
I mean, you definitely want to back the Eagles up right now.
There's the kick. It's a nice little end-over-end punt, and it's going to take a really nice Owls bounce, and it'll go all the way down to about the 10-yard line, and the Owls, flip the field really nicely on that. That was Simmons on the punt. He's kind of a utility man for the Owls.
And he's had a strong showing tonight. All right, the Eagles lined up in a twin set on this side.
Quarterback's back to pass. He fires deep downfield, and it's going to be caught. That's McKendry.
And he is taken down by number 1 for the Owls, Ty Lewis.
Lewis on the touchdown-saving tackle for the Owls.
La Follette not doing a great job of refusing to allow the Jacksboro receivers to get behind them. The receivers have been behind them on every big pass play. .58 seconds remaining in the first half. 30-0 is your score, and Jacksboro is now threatening once again in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback's looking. He's going to fire one. He's got his man. It's going to be caught over the middle, and he'll be brought down after a pickup of about 7.
Smith on that reception. The clock is running. I think Jacksboro does have one timeout remaining, but
they're going to the hurry up. Man in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback shoots one into the end zone, and it's McKendry. He'll have it caught. That'll be another Eagles score.
Number 1 with the touchdown. And that is 36 for the Eagles, 0 for the Owls.
extra point is pending.
Quarterback's going to stay in, so they're going to go for 2. High snap. Quarterback's going to handle it, though, and the pass is going to fall incomplete, so the PAT attempt is no good. 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Your score, Jacksboro 36, La Follette 0. We'll take a quick break here on the Volunteer Times, and we'll be right back with more middle school football action.
The Royal Pool Room, located in downtown La Follette, has been a treasure in our community since 1933. Locals agree that no one can serve up breakfast and lunch quite like the Royal Pool Room. For decades, folks have come from miles around to experience the legendary Pool Room hot dog, alongside another local favorite in the Royal Burger. You'll come for the great food, but you'll return for the hometown culture, the vintage atmosphere, and most of all, our charming locals. And while you're there, of course, a game of pool. What better way to enjoy Cougar football this year while casting the volunteer time stream to your big screen TV than enjoying it with a sack full of Pool Room hot dogs? And when the temperatures begin to drop this fall, it'll be even better, topped off with that fabulous chili. Call in ahead for a quick pickup before kickoff. Life is good. Celebrate the little things. Here at the Royal Pool Room, downtown La Follette.
Davis fields that ball for the Owls. Now,
You're just coming back in with us. That was the kickoff, the ensuing kickoff from the Eagles. It was a line drive right to the midfielder. He caught it and fell on it. And the Owls, will take over from the 44-yard line. There is going to be a timeout, though.
Now, the Owls, if they score and hit a 2-point conversion, that will make it a regular clock in the second half.
Very important for Coach Hayes' bunch to try to punch one in here. So the Owls will be left with 21.3 seconds to try to move the ball all the way downfield, starting from their own 44-yard line. Long way to go, but one big play could shift the momentum in this game.
And I ain't going to lie. If I'm coaching here, my safeties are lined up about 20 yards deep with the instructions. No one gets past you.
Three-man shift once again from the Owls. Snap is mishandled but picked up, and he's going to have some room. He's down the sideline, breaks a few tackles. Big pickup there.
And most importantly, Davis gets out of bounds and stops that clock.
11.4 seconds remaining in the second half. The Owls with a chance at redemption here, able to keep the mercy clock off in the second half if they can get 6.
Davis is
They need 7, actually. It's a 30-point lead.
Correct.
So they will have to convert on the PAT. And timeout on the Owls. We'll go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Owls and Eagles football.
I gotta go shower.
It's laundry night.
Dishwasher needs to run.
And the Hot Water Wars. A Rinnai tankless water heater gives you an endless supply of hot water for everything you need to do.
Powell Clinch Utility District is your natural gas.
As every good coach knows how to put points on the board, our clients know that we are going to call the right plays.
At Linda Kilgore State Farm, we know our best defensive play is making sure you have the right coverage for what life can throw at you.
But we're great at offense too. We fight hard to make sure you get the best rates and coverage in the market.
If you are after the team-winning touchdown, Linda Kilgore State Farm is a team to carry it to the end zone.
Making sure our clients know they are an important part of our team is our overall philosophy.
Go Cougars!
All right, folks, we are back as the Owls now lined up with that three-man shift. 11 seconds remaining on the clock. Owls trying to preserve the mercy clock for the second half, and the running back's going to take it. That's the time and he will be brought down. So we will have a mercy clock in the second half for the Eagles.
Credit to Gage Davis on those runs, though. What a great running back he is for the Owls.
At the end of the first half, your score 36-0. Jacksboro leads La Follette. And we've got halftime performances coming up from both dance teams, from the cheer team. Stick around, folks, here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Campbell County Middle School football.
JMS dance team.
Let's go!
keep muting it, guys, because this copyright thing, but I've got to, it is what it is. Killing me.
All right, folks, after an electrifying performances from both dance teams and the La Follette Middle School cheer team, we are getting set here to kick off in second half action. Your score right now as we head into the second half, Jacksboro Eagles 36, La Follette Owls 0. and La Follette will get the opening kickoff.
The Eagles are set to kick. La Follette is going to line up. I believe that is Simmons deep. Simmons has been one of La Follette's two great weapons tonight. He just hasn't managed to find the end zone yet.
He has an opportunity here on the opening kickoff to turn the mercy clock off. The kick is going to sail over his head backwards, and he's going to field it around the 18-yard line and reverse field. He's looking for some room on the sideline, and he breaks a tackle or two, and he will be hip tackled by, looks like, number 23 for Jacksboro.
Number 23 is Leland Webster, who's actually the kicker.
So the kicker with a touchdown-saving tackle there, and the La Follette Owls will have the ball at about the 23-yard line to start the opening drive of the second half. It's been all Jacksboro for the first two quarters. La Follette desperately needs to get something in the end zone to kill the mercy clock. They are only trailing by 6. 7 points will turn that mercy clock off. And the opening pass is going to be intercepted and ran all the way into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
That is Max Sexton.
Sam Sexton's little brother.
Yep. Sam and Jack's little brother. Jack, who's been the star for the JV.
So 42-0 now your score with 7:42 remaining in the third quarter. Jacksboro leading La Follette. They are going to attempt to kick this one. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is no good. So 42-0 will remain the score. And the Owls now have an even bigger hole to dig out of. So with the mercy clock, the time will only stop for injuries and timeouts.
And scores.
And, of course, to reverse the possession on scores. 7:42 is what we've got left in this third quarter. Owls now with another opportunity on the return. It is going to be Simmons deep to return for La Follette.
Alrighty, the Eagles are set to kick off again to the Owls.
There's the kick in the same direction, but it's going to be a little bit shorter this time. They're going to say he signaled for a fair catch, and the Owls will have the ball at their own 45-yard line.
Not terrible field position for the Owls. Look for maybe some of that punishing running by Davis again.
Simmons is going to split out to the wide receiver position. Man in motion. And there's the handoff, and he is gobbled up in the backfield.
Big Porter Bostic. He's just He is such a load to handle on that line. So the Owls will back up for a 2nd and long.
I mean, 70 looks like he could be playing on the high school varsity right now.
He absolutely could. He is. He going to make some line coach real happy for 4 years.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. There's the snap, and they're going to pitch it out wide, and he's going to be hit as soon as he catches it. Very heads-up play there by number 23. He shot into the backfield, sniffed out the pitch, and tackled Simmons as soon as he touched the ball.
That's Webster again. He was the one that made the touchdown saving kick on the return. And now it's 3rd and very long for the Owls.
Pass
almost
is going to fall
kicked off
incomplete.
by Sexton.
And it is no good for the Owls.
As the clock continues to run because of the mercy rule.
It's now 3rd and probably 30. Or 4th and 30, I should say. And there's the punt. Nice little punt. And
Jasper
it's
did
going
not
to
even
just
have
die
anyone
on the
drop back
turf at the
deep for
50-yard
that.
line. 49-yard line of the Owls, and that's where Jacksboro will take over on offense. 42-0 is your score. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Jacksboro leading in the Battle of the Birds. They don't call it the Egg Bowl for nothing. There's a big goose egg up on the score that the Owls would really like to erase.
Jacksboro in that trips formation. That is going to be DeMont on the run.
And he's out to the sideline. He's got a lot of room.
Vander DeMont
finally forced out of bounds.
Taken down. I can't see who did it because it literally was right at the 50-yard line pole for my field of vision.
50-yard line pole brought to you by El Charo's Mexican Grill.
Ladies and gentlemen, who wish to purchase any concessions, please make your way now, as the concession stand will be closing right at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
No fourth quarter concessions, says the PA announcer.
Alan Miller on the PA tonight. It's coming up on October, and that means it'll be time for Alan Miller's Ghost Walk La Follette. You do not want to miss that.
I never do. We go every year.
Trips formation by the Eagles. DeMont on the carry.
Tackled by a host of Owls.
A parliament of Owls, even.
I see. I've been living in Jacksboro since 2016 now, so almost 10 years. And we go to the Ghost Walk every year, and I'm still yet to get Alan to come off of a volunteer times discount.
Well, this year he's going to be trying to sell you a book while on the Ghost Walk, because he is about to publish his first Ghost Walk novel.
The pass is complete to the lineman.
Big
the
Porter Bostic, lined up as a tight end or tackle eligible.
You love to see a big man touchdown, big man boogie all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Listen, that is a lineman's dream right there.
48-0 now your score with the PAT attempt coming up. Wrong.
Porter Bostic just got to live the dream as a lineman.
Jacksboro OC just made his way down the ladder here in the press box, and he had the biggest grin on his face. PAT attempt is no good. 48-0 is your score. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Friday Night Football. It's all about comfort, family, and community. At Winder Furniture, we believe your home should feel just as welcoming as the big game. We have one of the best selections of furniture right here in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Sofas, recliners, dining tables, and a wide variety of mattresses, all ready for when you are. No waiting weeks or months. And when you shop with us, delivery is always fast, free, and we'll even haul away your old furniture or mattress at no extra charge. As a locally owned and operated business, we're proud to support our community because we live here too. Come see us at Winder Furniture today, where comfort is always in stock and service comes with a smile. We'll make your house feel like a home just in time for the next kickoff.
And we're back as the Eagles now set to kick to the Owls. 1:39 remaining in the third quarter. 48-0 is your score. Jacksboro leading La Follette. I've seen some pretty nasty rivalries in my day, Pat, but I've never seen a no mercy rivalry like this. All the starters are still in for Jacksboro.
I've coached in many of these games, and it's just a tradition.
Kickoff is fumbled, but recovered by the Owls.
And I'll be honest, it's a big rivalry, but you've got to start getting your JV guys some playing time, and this is the perfect time to do it.
And it looks like the Jacksboro sideline heard you, Pat. They're gathering up some substitutes to come into the game.
I do notice that Big Porter Bostic has his helmet off, except for maybe on a special team situation. I doubt he'll see the field.
Jacksboro this season just dominant across the board in all sports. I know in the boys and the girls basketball, they're both undefeated. I don't know about the football team's record, but I mean you can see that they're a really good ball team.
Basically a combined of all the middle schools that feed Kingston and all the middle schools that feed Scotland. And they lost to Oak Ridge Jefferson.
And there's the snap that gets a fumble on the play.
Fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Jacksboro. 12 seconds remaining. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it for quarter number 3. We've got an injured man down on the field. I'd say this will be a long break, so we'll take an opportunity to thank our sponsors with a few commercials, and we'll be right back here on the Volunteer Times coverage of Jacksboro and La Follette Middle School.
Lindsay's Carpet and Paint Center, located in downtown La Follette, is a cherished family-owned business that has served our community since 1974. And the Volunteer Times is proud to have Lindsay's Carpet as a sponsor of Cougar football. As on the field, beginning with a firm foundation is everything. Lindsay's carries a wide variety of tile, hardwood, and laminate flooring to keep you firm of foot for the long game ahead. If there's a hard tackle in your future, you definitely want the best carpet and padding manufactured by name brands you trust to soften the tackle. Lindsay's also offers professional installations and oversees the job is done right the first time. And as always, Lindsay's backs what they sell. If one play in the game book isn't working, you quickly switch it up to another. Benjamin Moore quality paints and various name brand stains are just the thing you need to paint up a new game plan in a pinch. Plus, they've got the tools so those do-it-yourselfers can score big. Lindsay's experienced staff is readily available to assist with questions or ideas. Stop by and see Scott and the team for your next home improvement project.
And we are back as the young man who was injured on the play is making his way off the field with the help of a couple of coaches. It was number 2, Roger Murray, the 8th grader. He's limping off. He's really not wanting to put any weight on that foot. Hope it's not serious. The clock did stop with 5.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter because of the injury. So we will have time for one Jacksboro play here after they've recovered the fumble.
It actually looks like this play won't get off that well.
Okay, that'll do it. So that's the end of the third quarter, folks, with your score 48-0. Jacksboro leading La Follette.
0 La Follette. I'd like to take this moment to once again thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank the LMS PTO and Ideal Florist for sponsoring today's.
It's been all Eagles for 3 quarters. Jacksboro just absolutely dominating on both sides of the ball. La Follette still looking for that first score, just trying to put some points on the board. A lot of pride involved in this rivalry.
And it does look like they're ready a new set of players on that side.
And don't forget, I'll go Tuesday at
Jacksboro's got another giant on the line there. Let's see, what number is he? 64? Just towers over the rest of the huddle. So Jacksboro is going to trot out what looks like their second team offense now with the game in blowout mode. 8 minutes are up on the clock. We've got one more quarter here. It will be a running clock as the mercy rule is still in effect. Quarterback looking to his receivers for a little bit of instruction there on which one's going to be open. Handoff to the tailback, but there is a flag on the play.
That was just one of those where you got those young kids in, and Jacksboro has had their own struggles this year. It's the first time a lot of them have seen college yet.
So the penalty is on Jacksboro, and that'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 now for the Eagles. Handoff's fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by La Follette. I think we've got backups all around for both sides of the ball.
Jackson's got their safeties playing a little bit deeper than they do on with the starters.
There's the snap. It's a low one. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to sweep it out, and he will pick up about 3.
That looked like that was big number 54. That is Corbin Williams, a 7th grader on the tackle.
5:45 remaining in the ball game. Jacksboro leading 48-0.
Of course, Josh, during less than 24 hours, we'll be at Clinton City Stadium as the Cougars take on the Dragons. Both teams looking for their first win on the year.
Should be a fun one. There's another quarterback keeper. He'll have enough for the first down. Shakes and bakes, dodges, makes a few tackle breaks, and he'll finally trot out of bounds after a big pickup, and the Owls are on the move. That's right, folks. Tomorrow night around this time, well, let's see, 7 o'clock start, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have volunteer time coverage of Campbell County High School football. Be sure to tune in for that. We've seen little sparks of improvement from the Cougars each game. Although the scoreboard doesn't really tell the story, you can see that they're starting to adjust to the offense and defensive schemes, and some of the guys are really, it's starting to click for them. The Cougars are getting slowly improved as the year goes on.
Well, and what I get to see, John, which a lot of people haven't got to see, is I also do the PA for the home JV games. And that Cougar JV has got some bright spots.
.405 remaining in the ball game. Owls trying to hurry up and get lined up for another play. There's the snap, and it's going to be a reverse to Simmons. Simmons going to be brought down in the backfield by number 54.
54 is Corbin Williams. Again, he's a 7th grader. This is some of the first varsity action I've really seen him see this year.
So 4-yard loss on that play. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. Quarterback's going to keep it again around the left side, looking for room on the sideline. And he's finally shoved out of bounds. He picked up about half of what he needed for a first down. It'll be 4th and 5.
And we are now under 3 minutes to go in this ball game.
About 4th down and about 6 to go for the Owls.
So the Owls waiting on their play. Really hoping for a score here just to say they got on the board. Simmons is going to go out wide. That's probably who I'd look to get the ball in the hands of. Simmons has had a heck of a night tonight.
Quarterback's back looking. He fires deep across the middle of the field to Simmons. It was intended for Simmons, but nowhere near him, and it'll fall to the turf. That'll be a turnover on downs. Jacksboro will take over on offense.
Jacksboro at this point, by the time they get their offense out there, can really just go to victory formation if they want to.
I was just about to say that was probably the Owls' last opportunity to try to put some points on the board and erase that big, ugly goose egg. But it doesn't look like they're going to get to, as Jacksboro will probably just kill the clock here with 1:28 remaining in the ball game. 48-0 is your score. Jacksboro leading the Owls of La Follette. timeout, Jacksboro, as the coach is screaming from the sidelines. Personnel issue, it looks like.
And that's just common when you put in these younger kids. This game also has some major playoff implications as far as home field advantage goes. Because I think the way the district's set up is it's only 3 teams. They'll all make the playoffs. But they just determines who goes on the road. Is home, and somebody will have a bye. And right now, Horace Maynard has a victory over the Owls, and they've not played the Eagles yet.
How deep does a middle school playoff go?
It's first round, second round championship. Championship will be held on John T. Jack Reynolds Field, usually on Halloween week. So this year will be November 1st.
Is it a regional playoff, or is it just the 3 teams?
There's 3 teams on either side of the division, of this particular division. It's not a true state title. It's basically just a conference title. As opposed to the basketball, where they actually do have a true state tournament.
I'd look for both Jacksboro boys and girls to be in the running for that, because they are absolutely lights out.
Jacksboro does look to be in the victory formation.
He'll take a knee. There's 32 seconds remaining on the clock. That should be it.
This is over. They're lining up to shake hands. The Eagles will win the Egg Bowl. The trophy will stay at Jacksboro. Josh, it's fun actually getting to do a home game with you. I don't get to do not on the road games with you very often.
It's been great. We want to thank, of course, our sponsors and everybody that helped put this together and make it possible for us to broadcast this. Thank you to El Charos. And that's going to do it for us here on the Volunteer Times. Final score of the Egg Bowl: Jacksboro 48, La Follette 0. Thank you, folks, for tuning in.